fellas. We got them in the building. Are we deep with the fellas? We all in the building tonight?
Everybody in the building, all four of us.
All four in the building tonight. That's what's happening. Well, first off, I want to welcome y'all to Mic Check Moments and the online radio show where, you know what I'm saying, we make history, you know what I mean? So I'm just glad we here on a night where, you know what I'm saying, y'all fan base is turned up heavy, you know what I'm saying, and y'all here blessing us tonight on this holiday season. So happy holidays first off, you know what I mean?
Same to you, man.
For sure. Now, you know what, for the people that, you know, we rocked a couple of joints, you know what I'm saying, just now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my whole let me start off with me first because I know y'all got a fan base, you know what I'm saying Now literally, like when y'all was brought to my attention, I did not know who y'all was and stuff like that or whatever, right? So, I got the music and I got some information and stuff like that. And first off, like normally I try to do a show where I keep it 100 as far as tell you how I feel as far as music and stuff like that. And I got to say, as a group, I'm feeling y'all. I'm feeling y'all for the simple fact that y'all talking about some real shit. And y'all not trying to, like, you know, coat the game down with a bunch of drama. You know what I mean? When I say drama, I'm talking about just the antics, y'all just really speaking on some real, you know, harmonizing stuff. You know what I mean? So I got to respect that. So off top, y'all definitely get my respect. You know what I mean?
We appreciate that, man.
You know what I'm saying? So how y'all got together in the first place? Kind of break down the history for the people that don't know.
Well, pretty much, you know, we four guys straight out of the south side of Chicago. You know, me and Mike, this is John speaking, me and Mike are brothers, and, you know, we wanted to start a group, so we went out scouting. We met Rob at his high school at a talent show, and then Mike, John, and Rob, we all started doing like a little high school tour. And we met Courtney on the little high school tour. And normally when we was on the high school tour, we never let nobody sing for us. But when we got to Courtney's school, we was like, man, we going to let everybody sing or whatever, somebody sing. So everybody was like, man, Courtney, sing. So he sang, and he sounded good. And we was like, man, we needed somebody else anyway. Welcome Courtney to the new group 110. So from there, you know, we just all started performing together around Chicago. Then we was like, man, we need to take this to another level, you know what I'm saying, because we all just started getting real serious about it, and we knew this is what we really wanted to do. So we took every dollar we had, which was barely anything, and we just hopped in the van, and we drove down to Atlanta. We started going to Atlanta, and we started singing in the malls. And we sang in Greenbrier Mall, and we were selling CDs too. We were selling hustling CDs just to make a little gas money and stuff like that. And
wait, before I stop, let me stop you for a second. Let me just say this. People still do that? People still sing in the malls and stuff like that? Where they do that at? 'Cause I'm trying to find out. Like y'all know that's the grassroots of a lot of how a lot of groups kind of like came together and kind of rocked out and did what they did, right? Like that's old school. That's old school.
You got to look at it like this. We always took the approach of you just never know who you might bump into. Period. No matter where. And the way we look at it, like, you know, old school is the best way, really. The way the industry is now, like waiting to go to a label or waiting. You're really not going to see nobody that way because, first of all, they're not going to let you upstairs if you ain't got no appointment. So the best thing is you try to catch somebody like at a restaurant, you just walking past humming, and then they be like, hey, will you just sing or whatever the case may be.
Right.
So that's how we did it. We just felt like, you know, we used to sing at barbecues. It didn't matter. If they was having a little kid birthday, a bar mitzvah, it didn't matter. We was going to sing at it because you just never know who was singing or who was going to be there, I mean.
Right. I mean,
so,
you know, I mean, like I said, I mean, go ahead.
No. But from there, you know, we were singing in the mall. We met a guy that knew a guy that knew Usher, and pretty much from there, you know, everything else was history. Usher wanted to do a label, and, you know, we performed for him, and from there we got signed. And that's how we got put on.
Now let me ask y'all this question, like, you know, because to me, you know, like I said, I did my homework, so to speak, and like I said, I instantly kind of took to y'all music, you know what I'm saying, just because what happened with the whole Usher deal as far as, you know, the y'all, I mean, it's a difference between getting signed and getting put on, right? So what happened overall?
I mean, overall, it was a stepping stone for One Chance's career. It was the beginning. It wasn't, you know, the beginning and the end at the same time. It was just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? He took us to a certain level, as much as he can take us, and that's about it. I mean, now we just got to do the rest of the work ourselves. He started our career off for us, put it like that.
Okay. Now, I can respect that. I can understand that, but also, you know, like I said, y'all kind of got throwback roots. I mean, you know, y'all kind of went about y'all way as really paying homage to a lot of groups, not just groups, but just kind of like the essence of what groups in music should really be. So, you know, do y'all feel like, you know, I'm not trying to put y'all on the spot or nothing like that, but do y'all feel like Usher really went to bat with y'all 110%? Or do you feel like, you know, because nowadays it just kind of seems like nobody don't want to put nobody on for whatever reason?
See, at the end of the day, like, you gotta look at the situation like this. It's not the fact that he didn't go for us 110%. It's just the fact that we both were new at what we were trying to do. You know, we were new with getting signed. He was new as being a label exec. So it was sort of like we caught each other at a right time when it came to us actually getting recognized to the world. But at the same time, it was certain things he may not have known that he didn't do. So it was just the fact that we may not have weren't able to go that extra mile that we could have, because he didn't know, we didn't know. We both, two people that don't know, it's just like, okay, we just go in a circle, even though we get in a fan base, but what else should we do now?
Right, no doubt.
Because people got to understand, like, at the end of the day, people got to understand this. A lot of times with certain artists that sign people, you know, behind that artist is usually somebody that's not an artist that has been working in the label. You know what I'm saying? And with Usher, not saying he didn't have that totally, but everybody was focused on Usher, and Usher always wanted people to focus on One Chance, not himself. So he didn't have that one person that could have been like, yo, well, I'm the face of the label, and y'all are just going to do what y'all have to do to push this, and we're going to use me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I feel y'all 100%. I mean, especially because to me, I think if anybody taking any kind of interest in you, then I always feel like, you know, that's always a blessing at that. I mean, especially with somebody that has a career like Usher has had. You know what I mean? I mean, it's legendary when you really think about it. I mean, he put down so much stuff throughout his career. I mean, you can't call it but that. But let me put a huge but into the whole deal. Like, when you do have an artist and you do invest any kind of not just signing somebody, but also putting somebody on, meaning like, you know what, I'm gonna try to do everything in my power to try to make your group the way it should be. Everybody has those learning curves, but you know, they had learning curves back in the day. Like, you know, I swear to God, like, there was other groups that somebody put New Edition on, New Edition put somebody else on. You know what I'm saying? Somebody put Jodeci on. You know, et cetera, et cetera. Latifah put Naughty by Nature on, you know, and the reason why I'm kind of going back that way is there's always a way to be able to try to find a way to do something with somebody, and especially when you had it. And to me, it's like, especially after listening to your music, because I had a chance, again, people definitely need to go check out One Chance, because I love the music. I mean, the music's dope to me. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying that is because, to me, somebody, that investment should have been taken there no matter what. And I just feel like that's how I feel nowadays. Nowadays, people don't really try to go that extra mile. They may go 1 mile for you, but they may not go that one extra. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
I
the
totally
vibe
agree.
is just not there.
And you know, everything you said is 100% right. You know, and I'm not going against anything you're saying, but all I'm gonna say is, at the end of the day, when you look at a lot of successful artists or successful labels that are not like the major labels, think about it, like Ludacris. Ludacris has a guy by the name of Shaka behind him. So Shaka's the businessman behind it. Just like in Money, you got Baby, and you got Slim. Slim's the one that's the brains behind everything. So what I'm saying is, but what he was missing was that Slim or that the brains that was going to say, hey, this is what needs to happen. This is how we going to do it. Let's execute. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to have, you know, his back or say I'm going against what you're saying. I'm just saying from what I feel or what we feel at the end of the day is like that's what it was.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, I definitely feel where you're coming from because to me, I mean, you know, you're only as strong as your team anyway. So if you really have, if you do have a strong team and your team, like you said earlier, is kind of like, you know, everybody's kind of not knowing that side of the business, you know what I'm saying, then definitely you need to get schooled on that. So to me, I don't know. I don't know. If I was in his position, I just feel like even though I didn't know the business like that, I still would be, you know, doing whatever I can in my power to find other avenues for y'all to be able to have y'all shine. Because to me, I just feel like as a group, and come on, fellas, y'all know, groups kind of dime a dozen. They are a rarity in this business nowadays. Like, we need y'all. Like, you know, let's keep it one. Y'all are needed, and y'all harmonize dope. Y'all sounds are ill. You know what I'm saying? The way y'all flow is incredible, and it's like, you know, we just need that in the business. We need genuine shit like that in the business, and it's hard to find that these days. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So that's sort of why we're taking a new approach, because I think another thing that we might have dropped the ball on, not saying that he was right or we was wrong or nothing like that, but where we dropped the ball of is thinking like, okay, we have these people that are backing us, but we still need to keep moving forward like we was moving forward before we even got signed. We should have just kept building, because that's what a lot of artists think, that once you get signed, let the label take over.
Right.
When in today's business nowadays, no, you can't worry about what the label's doing, what whoever your production company, you got to go out, you have to go and hit these streets, get these people loving you, and then they're going to come chasing you. Just like, think about it, Travis Porter, prime example. They're in Atlanta, was doing shows here and there. They started spreading everywhere. Now the label's chasing them down. Now, I mean, they signed now, but you know what I'm saying? Labels are chasing them down, and that's the essence of what you got to get. Even with Motown, think about it. Before Motown became the huge multi-billion-dollar record label, that Berry Gordy had them doing. He had them traveling, hitting these cities, doing these shows at these high schools, getting people to love them and love their music. Therefore, that's what was able to build Motown to become that multi-billion-dollar company. So people got to take it like that. Like, build yourself. Don't try to wait for a label or anybody else to try to build you. Build yourself. Keep grinding. Even when you get signed, take that money, put it back in yourself, and keep doing what you was doing before you even got signed. Because at the end of the day, the way the industry is now, it's kind of jacked. Period.
Yeah, you got that right, boy. You got that right. Y'all already know that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, the game needs more individuals like One Chance to come and set that thing right. That golden age is what I'm searching for, and I swear to God, y'all is preaching to the choir right now, because I've been saying that for a minute now. Like, man, we need that. And like I said, I was pleasantly surprised, because, you know, like I said, you know, any artist that I don't know is like, you know, okay, well, I need to, you know, figure it out. And like I said, I will go back to it because, you know, I always have an open ear. I try to listen to, you know, any and everything, and I try to at least go to the point where it's just like, you know what, I'm trying to feel certain things that they talking about. And like I said, as a group, the few songs that I got, I'm definitely vibing with y'all, definitely. You know what I mean? So I definitely commend y'all for you know, kind of going through it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all hopes were up there when Usher signed y'all, and then, you know, now y'all grind is just like you said, your grind right now. You know what I mean? No doubt, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's that one thing that I always feel about groups is just like, especially groups, is just like it's hard to come by with the groups, and like I said, it's just, you know, it's good to see a group actually trying to get it in and do what they got to do. I think the group had a phone snafu or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play another track from One Chance, and then we're going to come back with them. They phone should be rocking. They should be good. If y'all want to holler at One Chance, y'all can go ahead. And I'm going to let y'all, Takar and my branded angels, I'm going to let y'all go ahead and say what y'all need to. And Baby Girl from the 813, I'm going to let you go ahead and say what you need to say as well when they come back on the line. This is Branded, chilling Mic check moments, playing the music from artists, the group, One Chance.